So the county and the city met today. The county did approve I believe the $850,000 that was suggested. They're still trying to figure out some of the mechanisms of what the plan is, but it has officially been approved coming from the county to the city. And now we got to see if that actually helps the chaos of Night of Lights.
Now, is this an increase over last year?
The only thing the county paid for last year was the shuttles, which was about $200,000.
Okay, so this is $850 coming from
this
county?
is like an additional $650,000 coming from the city.
All right.
Coming from the county to the city.
Okay.
So,
and that's going to go into law enforcement.
Can't use it for law enforcement, but it can go into equipment, barricades, things along those lines. You can use it for advertisement. You can use it for some maintenance stuff. You can use it for the bathroom rentals and rentals of equipment.
Okay.
Is an allowable use.
I'm pondering if using it for advertising is not going to be defeatist of the purpose, but let me ask you a question. Do the PSAs, the Public Service Assistants in St. Johns County, do they get paid, or are they all volunteer?
No, they get paid.
Can you use it for that?
No, it's still considered law enforcement. So they have to divert. They have to divert the other money to pay for that portion of it.
Okay.
So, to subsidize that portion of it. So
it's a shell game.
Yeah. No, it's the way the bucket. You got to take it out of the right bucket.
Yep. Okay.
So.
All right. But one big thing though was like, but there's still like a lot of like negative headlines. It says like, oh, the city requested 1.2 million, but they only got 850,000. But note said in the stories like multiple times that the $850,000 was the legal limit the county could offer. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct.
Okay.
That's I don't know where that came from. That was what was available out of reserves and from the county, because it came so late. The request came so late during the budget process. A lot of things had to be shifted around out of reserves, and some of the money was from positions that weren't filled from the previous year. So there was going to be a carryover money. So instead of that money rolling into reserves, it rolled into this. Okay. So the number 1.2, that there was no cap on what we could give.
Okay.
But that's what the TDC voted up to that amount.
And this is a quote that I got from like this is why I asked this was because in the article it says the county said it pulled its Nights of Lights funding from a pot from its tourist development fund dedicated to special uses such as the holiday event, and it can't legally provide more than that amount. That's what it says.
That's not true.
No,
that's not true.
Fake news.
So I don't know what the source was on that, but no, if we wanted to give the full 1.2, we would have been able to if it was available or if we felt it was necessary. So no, but that was not the reason the number it landed on.
And like any limits of that sort was not brought up at your tourist development council meetings, correct?
No, absolutely not.
And what's the final say on it? Has it been truncated by a week, or is it going to the end of the month and it's staying the same?
It's staying. It's 850,000.
No. I'm sorry. The time frame.
It is short. It is shortened, and that was I believe it was Commissioner Ann Taylor was upset with the city by them shortening it before they even asked for the money. Right. The city had already made that decision before they made the ask, and they did say that this was a one-time ask. They wouldn't be asking for it next year. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, and it wasn't also because like this year there was like a lot of concerns about like using porta potties, but like that funding would have been going to like more physical bathrooms, like more permanent bathrooms there in downtown, correct?
No, there's not permanent bathrooms. They are gonna. I don't know what they decided on. At one point they were talking about renting the space where the bank is at, where the old Bank of America was at, and using that as a bathroom area. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they actually have negotiated. At the last TDC meeting, they did not have that nailed down exactly what that cost was going to be in renting that space for the bathrooms. I said that I would prefer them to save the money from renting it and just close off the section of Charlotte between King Street and Cathedral Place, which is what they do on the night up lights or the bigger lights, and you can use the loop. The reason I like that is it eliminates one more car traffic coming into the chokehold where Cathedral Place and Charlotte meet.
At that traffic circle.
Okay, so you got, and if you guys can picture this in your mind, and I'm sorry, we don't have the graphics readily available. You got Charlotte Street, which comes right to that crosswalk. So if you take an immediate left, you got that. You have the roundabout that comes around, coming to that crosswalk. You have the people coming off of Avenida Menendez, turning right into the plaza. You have the people coming over the bridge. And then if you have anybody coming up Marine Street in that area taking a left, you actually have 5 different ways a car can run you over. And at least now you've nailed it down to 4.
All right. So I have the map up here for you right now. So what you're trying to say is so which areas did you want to say to cut off during
okay, you got the mouse there. Pull it down across the screen to our left. Nope, Charlotte Street, buddy.
Charlotte, my bad.
Okay, you're in the middle of the plaza now, right?
Yes.
Okay, go to that next street to the right of the screen.
Yes, right here.
That street right there is where I think the bathroom should go.
Down
okay, the intersection that I'm talking about is where Le Macaron is right there.
Yes.
That crosswalk right there.
Yes.
So if you count them, you got Charlotte, you got the little roundabout.
3.
Okay. You got the coming off Marine Street, go down to the right still. You got coming across the bridge.
Yep.
And then you got the roundabout coming off of Avenida Menendez.
And you got coming east on King Street too.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why there's a chokehold there.
But
and then people don't stop walking there. So all 5 of those cars are backed up for that amount of time. Well, so you have to have somebody there moving that so that the cars can move.
Aren't they going to just, especially for night up light in general, aren't they going to have the bridge only make a right off of the Bridge Alliance?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you can't come into the plaza area.
Yeah, on light up night.
Right.
Because they close Cathedral on light up night.
Right.
So that doesn't work for night of lights, but they close it for light up night.
Now, Bank of America that you're talking about, is that the one on?
Pull the map back up, Blake.
Is that Cathedral and?
Okay. Scroll over, Blake.
To
towards Flagler College.
Okay.
Is that the Bank of America that's across from Flagler?
Right,
by,
keep going.
So here's St. George Street.
It's that parking lot right there.
Here's the old Bank of America right here.
Okay.
I didn't know the bank was gone.
Yeah.
The bank is still there, but it's not open.
Okay.
Well, it's actually owned by the Catholic Church. The property is owned by the Catholic Church.
Do they pay taxes on it?
No.
Well, that sucks, and that's unfair.
That's why I'm starting the Church of Troy.
Thank you very much. I'm a parishioner, and I'm gonna splinter off from you.
You can be a priest there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's
that's just, you know.
But I mean that's
just bullshit.
Yeah. No, I agree. And college doesn't pay either.
But we can talk about it another time. Though.
There's an apple and an orange there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
the college doesn't pay. The churches don't pay. Yeah.
Yeah, but the church owns property that's not being used for ministerial or religious purposes.
They need
is crap.
But they use that parking lot on Sundays.
Good for them.
So I'm sure they pay sales tax on their parking that they charge in there.
You mean on that cash business?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, it's
good
not,
to know who's accounting that one.
It's not a cash business anymore.
Nothing is, unfortunately.
It's you're using clovers, and it's a lot safer for people working the things.
Absolutely.
So, but that's the update on that. We'll probably go over it again in the morning for the people that missed this. But that is you're as current as I am going into tomorrow morning. All right, and Blake, we have.
I'm sorry, just one more thing. So Josh says the 11th of January is the last day of the Nights of Lights?
My birthday?
Yeah, I believe it's the first weekend. It only goes one weekend into January.
All right. Well, all right.
Yeah. They shortened it 2 weeks on. They shortened it 2 weeks on the back end,
right,
and added a week on the front end.
So Night of Light is not the Saturday before Thanksgiving. It's 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
It's 2 Saturdays before Thanksgiving.
Oh, so it
starts on November 15th.
Okay.
So it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks before. It's a week before and it's cut off 2 weeks off the end. So it's a total of, we've lost a total of 10 days in the last 2 years.
But what's the logic of doing it before Thanksgiving, before the holiday season, instead of letting it run through January?
Is
there any wisdom in that?
I wanted it to go past the holiday weekend of Martin Luther King weekend.
Sure.
So which
travel
would
weekend.
have got us to like the 16th or something, or
Okay.
17th
Yeah.
of January.
I personally do like. I know it's kind of like for me as well, but I know we do get like a lot of visitors like coming through St. Augustine, for like a lot of like northeasterners, like I believe like midweek of January, which is like around the time of the Rolex. So which is why I personally believe like the Rolex is end of the holiday season for me. But we do get like there is like a lot of visitors there, so I was hoping like that weekend would be the last.
The thing that bothers me is it's the time where locals could actually enjoy it, because
Correct.
it's not pure chaos.
Right. It calms down after January.
not-
Right. That's
not
I've always
pure chaos.
encouraged people to come in midweek if you can, if not weekends in January after the first week.
Yeah, Josh said November 15th to January 11th. Yeah, I wanted it to go one more weekend further,
Right.
which would have been a 3-day weekend, which to me made the most sense.
Yeah.
And we get travelers that can enjoy the lights and still celebrate Martin Luther King weekend and the march and all that stuff. And they kind of took it away from them.
But what was the logic of pushing it a week earlier?
What I mean, when is the FDOT construction starting on the King Street Bridge? Like did they did they have to start?
It's gonna be in January. No, when they made that decision, FDOT was already supposed to have started, and it was going to disrupt this one. So when they made that decision, that was not a factor. It wasn't backed up to January. It just recently got backed up to January 2 weeks ago. So
That may be something. Yeah.
I'm disappointed that they didn't go to that next weekend. I've asked all of them to do that, gave them the logic behind it, but they didn't agree with my logic.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
No.
so
Yeah,
I
but
don't, and I think it was a bad for business also. So, because I mean, this is when a lot of people make their money.
Right.
Now-
'cause
so-
February falls off the face of the earth in March.
Yeah.
But my last question is: did they ask for this funding now, like so they can be prepared, like before before like everything gets crazy for next year when the bridge closes down? Or
It's a totally different system next year. They're going to have to come up with some completely different next year compared to this year because of King Street. So, and to tell you the truth, I don't have any of those solutions yet. You know, it's not a problem until it's a problem, and then we'll have to figure it out. We got to get past this one, figure it out, learn what we can from this one,
Right.
and see if we can make next year better, which we know is going to be a cluster.